Hello everyone and welcome back to the yearly update and retrospective video. As per usual, I'm going to be taking a look back on what I accomplished on the channel this year and tell you what I have planned for next year. So 2024, in my opinion, rocked. I think every video I made this year turned out awesome. I'm a huge fan of James Goes Buzz Buzz and Trust Thomas, and I really liked the one I just put out, Oliver the Snow Engine, and Percy Gets It Right. Just some great videos. And then we had that mammoth Polar Express video. While that video near about killed me, I really enjoyed showing off my editing skills, and it was a nice way to get my feet wet in the video essay waters. But I learned two things after that video came out. One, I should have definitely done a rewrite because I don't think all of my thoughts were totally fair, and I acknowledge that some of the points I made were not totally valid. And two, I apologize for the language, but people suck the fuck out of this movie's dick. I knew people liked this movie. I did not know every single person who commented on the video loved this movie. That's what it seems like to me. I'm not mad about that at all. I'm glad people like the movie. I love the movie, but I did not realize that people just held this movie in a different regard. I don't know if I'll do another video essay. I have ideas for different movies and TV shows I want to cover, but the Polar Express video is copyrighted. My channel wasn't affected by it, but I'm not making any money off of it. Warner Brothers claimed all of the footage. So if I do another one, I'm gonna have to, because I don't want to edit the footage, like change the color or mirror it, because I want the viewer to be watching an essay video. I want them to be fully engrossed in what I'm saying and the visuals of the video, instead of thinking to themselves, "Hey, you flipped the footage in Premiere, or you blurred out some of the footage so it wouldn't get copyright striked." I don't want that to happen. I just want you to be fully engrossed in the video. So who knows? I'll have to do some tests later on this year to see if that'll work. It's also a lot of work to get a video like that done, because you have to watch what you're reviewing more than 3 times, in my opinion. You've got to write it, you've got to edit it, you've got to do the voiceover, you've got to edit the visuals. It's just a lot of work, and you got to rip the Blu-ray, which took a long time, but who knows? I mean, I'd like to do one again. I have ideas. I have an idea for Christmas next year. Don't know if that's going to happen or not. And I promise I'm not going to do just Christmas movies. I'll do more in the future, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's really all for the channel this year. In terms of my personal life, I mean, I don't like to get too personal on the channel because I want you to be fully engrossed in just the videos and not my personal life. But my personal life, I thought this year, it was really, really good. I turned 20 years old this year, so I'm 2 decades old. God, I'm old as hell, my God. I started my junior year of college, fingers crossed that I pass. And the biggest thing, I moved out of my parents' house. I'm in my own place now. Not going to be here forever. Just renting it for the rest of my college years. But yeah, it's got a really nice basement to house this really nice studio, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I mean, the year wasn't all great either. I'm sure you guys saw on Twitter that I got in a pretty bad car accident back in October. I actually got in 3 accidents this year, all of which were 0% my fault. I don't know if I'll put pictures on the screen, but if I'm up to it, if I'm feeling like it, I'll throw a picture on the screen of the most recent accident I was in. It happened literally while I was sleeping at my house at 2 a.m. a couple weeks ago, so that was great. But we're here. I'm still alive. I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything. Just had to fill out some police reports and get the cars fixed. But that's all behind us now. But yeah, that's all for 2024 overall. Pretty great year. So this is the part in the video where I would usually show off the Christmas presents that I got. I did get a good amount of stuff this year, but I didn't get as much Thomas stuff as I was hoping. The only Thomas thing I did get was Thomas's Trackside Tunes on VHS. The camera angle right now is not really suited to put that in the frame, but I'm sure you guys all know what it looks like. But the VHS collection is getting closer to being done. I've got about 11 or 12 more tapes that I need. So I'm hoping to finish that off this year because I do have a plan for what I want to do with the collection, but I'll get to that in just a minute. But yeah, let's just go right into 2025. So I'm sure all of you know, but 2025 is going to be a huge year, not just for my channel, but for Thomas in general. It is the 80th anniversary. It is the 30th anniversary of Season 4. And most importantly, it is the 10th anniversary of my time on YouTube. So to celebrate these 3 huge milestones, I thought we'd go all out and do exclusively narrow gauge remakes this year. That's right. I'm going to be doing almost all Season 4 episodes. One CGI one, I'll get to that in a minute, but I thought, you know what, this is a pretty big year, and I've done pretty much all the standard gauge episodes that I want to do and I theoretically can do. So why not do some narrow gauge remakes? I have a bunch of characters that really haven't gotten the spotlight. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong on this, I don't think I've ever used Duke in a video properly. If you've been watching my channel since like 2017, 2018, I used to do a series. I think I used Duke in an episode, but I don't think he's ever been in a remake. And there are characters like, Skarloey and Renee's that haven't gotten a lot of focus recently, or really ever, so it'll be nice to use them again. But yeah, let's go through the list here. If you just give me 1 second, I'll pull it up here. So I'm going to be doing 11 remakes this year. I'll tell you what I'm doing in November, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break with the remakes in November. But we're going to start off the year in the Railway series order with Four Little Engines. So I want to give every single major character in Season 4 some focus. So I'm not going to do every single episode from Season 4, just in my opinion, the most exciting ones. So Four Little Engines will be first, and I don't know the exact dates of when these will come out yet. It'll probably be, it's usually like the 3rd Saturday of every month. That's about when they come out. Could be the last. It's never going to be in the first 2. I'm just going to let you guys know that. So yeah, Four Little Engines, that will be first. And then in February, I'm going to be doing Home at Last. Sorry, I don't know why I sounded so sad when I said that, but that one's not too crazy on action, but that's one that I want to show off Rusty in. I've already done Rusty to the Rescue, so I'm not going to be doing that. And I can't really do trucks because I don't know how to do an incline, and I don't really want to break anything. And I don't really know how to shoot that one, so I'm going to skip over trucks. So we're going to go right from Peter Sam being totally fine in Four Little Engines to him having a broken funnel at Home at Last. But you guys have all seen the episodes. You guys know what happens. Then in March, I'm going to do Rock and Roll. Show off a bit more of Rusty and Duncan. Then in April, I'm going to do Special Funnel. So I guess that will technically be the Christmas or winter episode of the year. I'm not going to do one in December. I have a different plan for December. I'll get to that in a minute. But Special Funnel, that'll be April's video. And then in May, my birthday month, we're going to be doing Steamroller. That one I'm a little worried about because it's got a lot of tracking shots and a lot of precise sets and different angles in that one. So that'll be pretty challenging to do, but I'm willing to take a risk. And then in June, we're going to finish off the Skarloey Railway episodes with Gallant Old Engine. So I don't remember if I said this in a comment or in a video or a community post or something, but I only remake episodes that I like. I don't particularly care for Gallant Old Engine. I think it's kind of lame. But like I said earlier in the video, I want to give focus to every major or every character introduced in Season 4. And this is Renee's only episode this season. And really only Renee's only episode that's good. I mean, you've got like Renee's in the roller coaster and like the Renace and the dinosaur episode from the Hit era. Those ones aren't great. This is his only really decent episode, so I thought, you know what, I'll give him some justice and show him off in this one. So, yep, that'll be June, and then we're going to be doing the Duke episodes, which I'm really, really, really excited about. I actually partially got inspired by Roman's TWR Empire, excuse me. He has done all of the Duke episodes on his channel. They're really, really good remakes. Go check them out. And then Blue Gordon 04, fellow Thomas fan. He did a remake of Bulldog earlier this year. One of the most beautiful videos I think I've ever seen from the Thomas fandom. It's a really good video. Go check it out. If I remember, I'll link it in the description, or you can just look them up on YouTube. But it's a really, really great video. So those partially inspired me to do these. So I'm going to do all 4, and like the Scarlet Railway episodes, I'm going to be going in the Railway series order. So we're going to start with Grandpuff in July, and then in August we'll do Bulldog, and then You Can't Win, and we'll finish off October with Sleeping Beauty. So like I said earlier, I'm going to skip over November. Well, not technically skip over November. I have a plan for what I'm going to do that month, but the last month of the year, is December, and I said that I'm not going to be doing a Christmas episode, and there aren't many more Scarlet Railway episodes that I want to or can do. Somebody would say, "Oh, you can do snow," but that's going to be really hard. So I'm not going to do snow, but I'm going to do a CGI episode. Now you're probably thinking, "Oh, you could do it like Duncan the Humbug. That's a Christmas episode." I considered that, but I don't have a Steamworks, and the Steamworks features pretty prominently in that one, so not going to do that. Instead, we're going to do one even better. I'm going to be doing Duncan and the Grumpy Passenger. Really excited about that one. If I had to make a top 10 list, or maybe even a top 5 list of best CGI episodes, that one has to be in it. I mean, that episode is just so... It feels like it came right out of the Railway series. It's such a great little episode, and I'm so excited to remake that one. So those are all the remakes that I'm planning on doing this year. So let's go over to November. So November 19 is my 10-year anniversary. And I thought, because every November I do a collection video, to celebrate the anniversary. But I thought, because this is such an important year and a really big milestone for my channel and for Thomas as a whole, I'm going to devote the entire month of November to doing collection videos. So I have 4 different collections I want to show off. The first one will be a Thomas Railway collection. That'll be standard for every year. But that'll be out on November 8th. The next one will be out on the next Saturday, November 15th. That'll be the Tomy and Trackmaster collection. I'm looking at the shelf right now. It's probably the smallest collection out of all 4 that I'm going to show off. So I got to get more Trackmaster items in the coming months. But I'm still excited to show that off because I've gotten really into Trackmaster recently. I got this awesome lot from Facebook a couple months ago. It had like Murdoch and Neville and Arthur and all that, Duck, tons of rolling stock, all of that for like $40, and like a complete Thomas Ultimate set for $40. That's such a great deal. I couldn't pass that up. So I've got a pretty nice Trackmaster collection that I can't wait to show off. And then I'm going to be doing, on November 22nd, I'm going to be doing a diecast collection video. I have a decent Erda collection and a really nice take-along and take-and-play collection. Instead of doing an Ertl video and a take-along/take-and-play video, I'm just going to group them all up as one because the Ertl video would be barely 5 minutes long because I don't have every single item. I've got pretty much every character from Season 1 to 3, minus Douglas for some goddamn reason, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I'm just going to group those 2 up. I got a ton. You guys know I have a ton of take-along stuff, and I got I got another lot from Facebook a couple months ago that had a lot of the like 2013 Mattel stuff that I was really looking out for. So the collection has gotten very big in the past few months. So I'm excited to show that one off. And the last one, on November 29, we're going to be doing a home media collection. So you guys probably noticed that I didn't do one on Christmas this year. That's typically a tradition that I do every year that I started on Thomas at Home, where I do a collection video every Christmas. One of the reasons I didn't do that was because I was at my parents' house for Christmas. I wasn't home here with all my stuff, so I couldn't really film on Christmas. And there's not a whole lot of new stuff, if I'm being honest. I have a couple new things, and like I've got trackside tunes now, but I'd rather just accumulate everything else that I need and do one big video at the end of the year. So that's collection month. And of course, things can change. Like what happened earlier this year with, getting a new camera. I didn't mention that earlier, but I did have to upgrade cameras because my other phone broke, and it's too complicated to talk about, but like the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth wouldn't stay connected, so we just had to upgrade phones. If that whole fiasco happens again, I might have to either cut out a collection video or cut out a remake or two. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted on my community tab at all times. That's the best way you guys can expect an update about videos. I'm not really active on Twitter that much anymore, nor am I on Instagram. I mean, I do post on Instagram whenever I have a new video out just to promote it, but I'm not on Instagram every single day. And Twitter, I don't really have anything to post, but I am somewhat active. But the best way to get new updates about videos is here on YouTube, so be on the lookout for updates. And I am planning on doing one non-remake or collection video earlier this year. I'm going to be doing an updated studio tour. I did one when I was back at my parents' house, but I obviously don't live there anymore, and I have a much bigger studio now. And guys, I'm looking at the shelves just off to my left here. I've gotten so much more stuff, and this room is pretty awesome. I don't know if Wooden Fan 1 or Derek Smith are watching this, but they were here at my house a couple days ago, and they were just staring at this for like hours. But it's a really cool studio, and I'm really excited to show that off. Don't know when that'll be uploaded. It might be relatively soon. I don't know. But that will be the first video uploaded to the channel. I just want to do that before I start filming for the remakes. I'm going to be doing something different this year in terms of how I film. I typically film every remake, at one time. So like I filmed Tenders and Turntables at one time, then I filmed Trouble in the Shed at one time, and then I filmed Percy Runs Away at one time. I'm not going to do that this year, at least not as of now. I'm going to try and do block filming, so I'm going to build a set and then film every single shot that takes place on that set at one time, so I don't have to take down sets and then rebuild them. One, because that's a very laborious process, and two, I'm going to be very busy this next semester with school. I'm going to be doing 18 credit hours, which is a lot, and I also have 2 part-time jobs that I have to handle, and then just other personal life stuff that I want to focus on. Like I want to start reading more, pick up some more hobbies, go to more movies, and I don't really want to feel pressured to work on all that stuff and a YouTube channel at the same time. So I'm going to attempt to do block filming this year. Don't know how that'll go, but I've got a month off of school for Christmas break, so I've got a lot of time to do some filming. And, I could do more videos this year. Like, I did that Thomas and Birdie goof shitpost video earlier this year. That was really fun to make. So, I could do more videos like that. If I get a really cool lot from Facebook Marketplace, I could do a video about that. Who knows? I could do a layout video. The world is my oyster. But right now, I really want to focus on the remakes and those collection videos. Again, if things need to be changed, I'll update you in my community post. But for now, we're looking like a pretty jam-packed year is ahead of us. And I'm actually really, really excited about that. So thank you guys again so much for watching and the support this year. It's been really great seeing you guys leave comments on all the videos. It just makes me feel loved. But that's pretty much all. So I hope you guys have a great new year. I think this is coming out on the 28th. Maybe like the first Saturday in January. Don't know yet. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you later. Goodbye.